Did you ever read the Body Snatchers? It's a sci-fi classic published in 1955 by Jack Finney, and several film adaptations have been made of the story. Don't read it to little kids. It's totally scary. These aliens show up and replace people with exact duplicates that look and act more or less the same, but they're incapable of any real human emotion. That's basically what Netflix does to children's literature. Netflix has announced that they'll be reimagining Little House on the Prairie by Laura Ingalls Wilder. This isn't surprising. The streaming juggernaut has done this before to some other classics. The TV series Anne with an E is a repulsive work of cultural vandalism, taking some of the most complex, interesting, and beloved characters ever put to the page and using them like poorly treated Barbie dolls to act out modern-day social problems instead of the sweet, relatable story written by Lucy Maud Montgomery. Netflix's adaptation of Persuasion by Jane Austen was so awful that Dakota Johnson promptly went out and starred in Madam Web to make the world forget what the streaming service had her do to the character of Anne Elliot. And now Netflix has announced the following on social media. Little House on the Prairie, a reimagining of the Laura Ingalls Wilder book series, is coming to Netflix. Part family drama, part survival tale, and part origin story, the series will offer a kaleidoscopic view of the struggles and triumphs of those who shaped the American West. It's amazing how such a short statement can tell me so much. First, there's the word reimagining. That just means the Body Snatchers, with Netflix as the soulless aliens, and the books as the beloved people who are about to be replaced and destroyed. The books weren't part family drama, they were all family drama, and yeah, there were some elements of survival, and the Ingalls family definitely had it tough at times, but they were pretty competent homesteaders. So let's not turn the long winter into the day after tomorrow. Struggles and triumphs of those who shaped the American West, okay, fair enough, you're trying to drum up some hype with marketing, and good luck. Netflix's problem is that they never show any curiosity as to why some books are classic before adapting them. They're careless and sloppy, and they usually totally miss the point of the story they're trying to tell. That's why book lovers largely reject their films, and they're not reacting well to this announcement. Over on X, formerly Twitter, it's the usual mud pit. Some of the comments are a bit mean for my taste, but lots of them are very funny, and there's a whole bunch that are making good points about how Netflix tends to inject modern-day politics and social issues into stories where it just doesn't fit. Blue Sky was equally predictable. There are crybabies saying the show shouldn't be made because it deals with colonization, because for some reason they think it's not possible to make a thoughtful, interesting show that deals with colonization. And then there are some gross posts wondering if the actor playing Pa will be hot. But overall, the reaction is very negative on all platforms that I've seen. Nobody wanted this. Nobody's going to like this. It's very depressing that we can be so quick to prejudge a show that hasn't even got a script or a cast yet. But Netflix has a record of manufacturing slop. It's just basic pattern recognition to know that another bucket of slop is on the way. In the end, lousy adaptations don't ruin the wonderful books they're based on, and they can't damage our love for those stories. But they do pollute cultural understanding of important works of fiction. These days, people are way more likely to have seen a movie or TV adaptation of a classic book than they are to have read it. So I do get annoyed when movie studios are so careless with stories that have meant so much to so many people. It's not that adaptations have to be exactly like the book. The 1970s TV series Little House on the Prairie expanded a lot on the source material. But the show treated the books with love and respect. The tone of the show matched the feeling you got from reading the books, and that's why the show's still beloved 50 years later. But what do you think? Is there any chance Netflix won't mess this up? Or is it just a matter of not if, but how they'll mess it up?